In the game of Inspector, one player plays as the Inspector, while the other players play as the suspects. Everyone is trying to get the diamond. The suspects switch and swap their cards around, trying to get their hands on the most valuable cards. Meanwhile, the Inspector watches carefully, and on their turn, they flip over a card and try and find the diamond. Once each player has played around as the Inspector, the game is over. The player with the most points wins. The cards with the pink backs are the character deck. There is 1 Inspector card and 8 Suspect cards. Take out the Inspector card and give it to the player that will be playing as the Inspector this round. Now, shuffle the deck and lay out a Suspect card equal to the number of Suspect players plus 1. Starting with the player to the left of the Inspector, each Suspect player decides which Suspect they would like to be this round and picks that card. Now, the cards with the purple backs are the Investigation deck. Each Suspect player is going to have 4 cards laid out in front of them, like so. In this case, there are 3 Suspect players, so that's 12 cards total. Separate out the purple Puma, the BIM, and one of the Documents cards, then deal out 9 more cards, for a total of 12. Shuffle all these together and then deal them out to the players. These 4 cards are the player's hand, and they may look at them at any time. However, and this is important, once the cards have been laid down, they may not rearrange them. The round is now ready to play. The suspect immediately to the left of the Inspector goes first, and gameplay proceeds clockwise. On their turn, a suspect may take the following actions. Swap a card from their hand with a card from another player's hand. Play an action card from their hand. The player completes the action as described on the card, and then discards it and draws a new card from the deck to replace it. Some Suspect cards let you take an additional action. You may also choose to do nothing on your turn. Each Suspect takes a turn. Then each takes another turn. After this, it is the Inspector's turn. On their turn, the Inspector gets to turn over 1 card. If they find the diamond, or the BIM, they keep the card and the round is over. Everyone counts up their points. If the Inspector uncovers a clue card, they keep the card for points and guess again. If they turn over any other card, then their turn is over. That card is discarded and the player draws another card. To review, the turn order for each round goes as follows. Each Suspect takes a turn, then they take another turn. The Inspector then takes their turn and tries to find the diamond. If the Inspector fails, the Suspects get to take another 2 turns. The Inspector then guesses again. If they cannot find the diamond, then the Suspects take a final 2 turns. After which the Inspector gets 1 final chance. In total, the Inspector will have 3 chances to find the diamond. If they do not find the diamond on their 3rd turn, the round is over. When the round is over, the players tally up their points. The point values are indicated on the cards. The documents are worth more points if you have multiple copies of the card. 1 Documents card is worth 0 points. 2 Documents cards are worth 3 points, and 3 Documents cards are worth 5 points. Some Suspect cards affect the way you count points. For example, if you are the Bell this turn, then you get an extra point for each clue card in your hand. Once the points have been tallied and recorded, it's time for a new round. The player to the left of the Inspector will be the new Inspector for the new round. The game ends after each player has had a turn as the Inspector. The player with the most points wins.